You know, there are some people who are born with rich parents. There are other people who are not born with rich parents. And then there are us creative figuring out how to try to make a buck. Hey, welcome back. This is Cetriya, Cetriya. I know it has been a while, and I know I have not been recording as many things as possible, or rather I would record them but then figure I don't like how it looks. So let's just say we're going to attempt to get things done and over with, and this is I would say July update and quite a number of things. So the general theme of this video will be, well, besides myself talking about things about adulting. So this will be a bit of an artist creative vlog and going it alone and being a creative trying to make a buck. So first things off, I thought I'd give you guys some quick updates. For example, I have not updated chapter 3 of Cross Star. However, I have done like a general like loose panel roughs. I don't know if you can really see it. Let's see if I can come up a little close there. See? And I'm trying this method where I don't have to worry about the layout of the page yet, just drawing in a bunch of scenes and scenic. And I have to say I like this method. That way I know what panel should be a large panel, what panel should be a small panel. So I just cut up this pages down to 12 little squares, and we'll see how that works. But I just like this method of thumbnailing. I start out with a paragraph for the writing and then just go ahead and work on that, and I should be jumping into the roughs of chapter 3 and then working on the thumbnails of chapter 4. However, I may have mentioned that I am trying to submit for a Line Webtoons contest. So I have this story that I wrote, well, the first chapter I wrote, but the outline I wrote some time ago, called Accelerated Squared, or XL Squared. And I figure it gives a similar vibe to Cross Star, but it's different. It's a shorter story also, and it deals with crossing between dimensions and fighting against your doppelganger and, you know, government exploitation and all that good stuff. So I've worked it up on this rough, which I have to say, going back to an old story, this is why you should always keep your old stories, but going back to an old story, it's very interesting to see what is it that I kept to, what I decided to change at the end of it. And again, using this little square by square method, I planned out the scenes for the first 35 panels, and this is very new to me, you guys. Like, I'm not used to working in this method of the way LineToon does, like mobile comics or web comics and stuff like that. So let's see if I can find those pages. With this comic, I'm not going to put as much, how should I say, like excessive amount of detail, because for this comic it really is about trying to update as quick as possible. And also, this comic will be one in actual color, because I've mentioned that I don't actually particularly like working in color all the time, but yeah, this will also give me a chance to ink by, you know, traditionally working up some of the panels here. And I have to say, I do miss inking on my books. So now I definitely will be filling my sketchbook. But I have to say, like, the quality of the artwork gets more and more cartoony. And I know people have mentioned that on Line Webtoons, like, a lot of the stuff is cartoony. And I think it really is because it's just much easier to do in the time that you have to get it done. But I will say, reminding me why I don't like coloring comics is it takes quite a bit of time, and I really want to focus on working on my drawing skills more than anything, my drawing and storytelling skills. And so because of that, I'm still open by the time you get this video on the day that I upload this, but I am looking for someone that could flat color the pages, that is good at it and isn't too costly, I posted a post on DeviantArt. So that's that. To just put like the flat shade colors before I color it in, because it takes way too long. It took me like 3 hours to do 2 pages, and I rather focus on drawing and writing the story. Same thing with Cross Star. Now that I want to keep up to my monthly updates, I'm deciding that I'm going to have someone go ahead and flat tone those stories out. So hopefully can find someone that I can commission to add the gray screen tones to my story, and we can get working on that. So right now, as I mentioned at the start of the story, I need to figure out how to increase my monthly income. Even though I work full-time, it's not like that I have that much money. And you're probably wondering, well, if you are having that kind of issues, then why are you commissioning people? And it's a balance between how much time you have versus how much you know, how much money you have. And the thing about it is, you know, being a creative or just being a general adult for anything, it's definitely difficult. So in the past 2 weeks, besides the fact that Denver, Colorado Comic-Con cost me quite a bit, there's other things that pop up, like my dentist bill was what, $700, no, almost $800. Then we have things like, just today, I had an unexpected car bill for $350. Have another dentist appointment, still need to find me a doctor and stuff like that. And it has been, yeah, it's been something else. So I'm just going about putting in the more hours into doing some of the work that I have to do in order to make you know, make a buck. So right now I'm just sketching a couple of like quick illustration ideas for making t-shirt designs. I've been listening to a lot of like synth pop, vaporwave, new retro wave, 80s stuff and things like that. So hoping to get back into some of my 80s love for things. Get into more of the Amazon's t-shirt business. We also have a couple of things that I need to get working on for other things. Updating my web shop, changing out. It's a lot of little itty bitty things, you know, changing out my website and things like that. So anyways, let me go ahead and get into the sketching mode of this and speed this all up. So besides the line webtoons, like I mentioned, Top Us is having a writings camp, and I have two stories that I think would work with this. Of course, I still have to work on my other story, Axiom, but I think this would work for just a fun little story of mine that I hope to add into it. Oh wow! Well, this is a good surprise. So besides my having to pay $350 today for car repairs, I all of a sudden sold 17 t-shirts. I'm guessing there's like a friend and all together decided to buy a bunch of like team shirts. Watch, it's probably one of them Brazilian groups or something like that. So yeah, I do have like Amazon like merch thing, and basically you're doing like t-shirts for Amazon. So here's another design of mine, and for the most part, I don't think anything besides this one design is selling. I don't know if it's not showing up, but yeah, I'm on Amazon, you guys. So Here's just a quick preview of my Lions Webtoons comic that I'm hoping. Flat colors. Took me 2 hours to do this thing. 2 hours, you guys. So definitely, I know the colors look kind of ugly when they're flattened, but you know, that's what shades and stuff. Oh, I had 3 pages. Shades and stuff coming in. Background art and things like that. So yeah, you guys, this is a quick July update vlog. You know, difficulty with adulting and things like that, and a number of projects that I'm getting working on, which means I'm hoping to focus on that while also trying to make a little bit of ends meet. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick short video. I'm trying to keep 2 shorter videos actually, and hopefully get into working on that. Got a number of up-and-coming videos that I plan to work on, and then after that, pretty soon it will be October. October. So that means Inktober. Man, the time flashed by. But Inktober is coming up, and after that, I think with all these projects, I'm definitely gonna do 100 days of making comics the second time around, and hopefully that get in. So thanks again for watching. Be sure to leave comments below if you have any questions about maybe work or something, maybe something that you've been thinking of, and I will see you guys in the next video.